Hi, I'm Stephanie Lowry. I'm the Environmental Compliance Manager with Charles County Department of Public Works Facilities. So typically twice a year, Charles County Department of Public Works, we host a rain barrel workshop in conjunction with the University of Maryland Extension Office and also Master Gardeners. Within these workshops, we cover rain barrels and composting. So it's really the importance of, we're trying to engage in environmental outreach to our citizens. First and foremost, they reduce pollution to the Chesapeake Bay, which is actually covered in the workshop pretty extensively, but also water conservation. So you can use the water to water your plants, to wash your car, and it can also save you money because the county does a tax remediation credit for the stormwater remediation fee and also on your water bills. So you'll use less water, therefore you'll pay less also. Some other examples of how they can help the environment, they can also reduce erosion. So some people will notice the rush of water that's leaving their roof. During a rainstorm, it'll go down the downspout and can cause erosion. So that's another way that it helps to reduce pollution and help keep your yard straight. Also, if you're on a well system, you can use it to flush your toilets. If you're out of power, it's water available for use for that. And also a lot of people use it for water conservation. So instead of having to go to your tap or use your hose bib every time that you want to use water to wash your car or any sort of outdoor use, you're using your tap. Well, that also not only costs you money every time you use your tap, but it also is taking water out of the local aquifers or out of the water system. So by having reusable water that you've collected perfectly free and easily accessible, you're keeping that water close to your home and it's not running off anywhere. So reducing pollution, saving money, and help conserving water also. For more information, if you're interested in learning more, we do host rain barrel workshops and composting twice a year, so you can attend one of the workshops. But also on our website, charlescountymd.gov/watershed, our Planning and Growth Management Department has a host of information for if you want to learn the whys, hows, whens to install and have a rain barrel.
Hi, I'm J.W. King with the Charles County Volunteer Fire and EMS Association. As summer's here and grilling season is upon us, we want to go over a few grilling tips so you have a safe grilling season and barbecues and cookouts and everything. First, what you want to do is make sure your grill is a good 3 to 4 feet away from any structure, house, fences, eaves, soffits. The hotter the grill gets, it will burn into your house. Also, you want to make sure all your propane connections are tight because if it's leaking gas while you're cooking, the grill could explode. Always want to keep kids and animals minimum of 3 feet away from you while you're cooking so there's no hazards in tripping. Thank you.
Applying for jobs with Charles County government is now easier and more efficient. Visit www.charlescountymd.gov for more information.
Hello, Charles County. My name is Amanda Stewart. I have the honor of serving as your Charles County Commissioner for District 3. Well, today you'll see that I'm in Waldorf Marketplace right outside of World Class Barber. And here today on June 25th, we had a vaccination clinic in connection with the National Guard, Go Army, and the Charles County Department of Health. Dr. Abney has pulled all these folks together to give out free vaccinations because she understands and she recognizes the need to help protect the county residents and beyond. I asked Dr. Abney this morning, Dr. Abney, how are we doing on the numbers? And she said, folks 65 years or older, they're doing really great. Their vaccination rates with completely vaccinated is at 81%. But overall, for all Charles County residents age 18 and over, we're only at 54%. As you can see, we're here today waiting for folks to come out to get vaccinated. It is so important to protect yourself, protect your loved ones and your friends and your family that you want to make sure that are here for the long run.
So we're out here. This is a pop-up clinic and we're working with a barber here in Waldorf to bring shots to arms in the community, meeting people where they are. And this is a trusted place where people come, get their hair cut, talk to a barber, and then they realize that they can talk to somebody about getting vaccine and today actually get vaccinated. So we're having a lot of success with the pop-up concept, and we've moved away from the mass vax. As the mass vax draw down, these pop-up clinics are more important to get into the communities, and we're being very intentional about where we're going, and we're looking at the data, and we're looking at the zip code, and then we're determining where we have trusted partners, and we can partner with a community such as this in Waldorf and Charles County with the health department, and then come and bring shots. This will be an intentional pivot away from mass vax and away from the mini vax sites where you see a stationary site to somewhere we can go, set up very quickly, but also bring trust and use the community resources we have and trusted voices to help us get people out to get the vaccine. As you can see, that the National Guard is here. We're the only state that has a vaccine equity task force led by a National Guard Army general. And what we can bring to bear are really the professionals in the medical field and the logistics field. And we've been very successful in running the Vaccine Equity Task Force and helping in the larger effort with MDH and putting shots in arms, and also testing, PPE distribution. During COVID-1, we were doing food distribution and we're doing PPE distribution. We were also working with the health department. So it was a natural transition when it came to vaccine to have us come and work very closely with the local community and with the health departments to get the vaccine out.
Today we're doing a GoVAX campaign drive to try to get people to take the vaccine to help out with the numbers, because I feel, a lot of people is on the fence about it. So I'm here today to try to convince people to cross over and let's make it happen. Everybody has their own perception about it, and we all be on the fence like myself, but then I made a decision that, to be around a lot of people, it's best that I try to protect my health. So I took the chance to go ahead and get vaccinated, and I didn't have any effects, which I think that's what a lot of people is afraid of, is the aftermath. But I was willing to just go ahead and make it happen for myself. And so far, I've been feeling great. I don't know any changes in my body thus far. And I just think it's the best thing for everybody to do.
So, Mr. Taylor, give me an idea about why you're concerned about getting the COVID vaccine.
I guess the rush that it had with everything going on, it kind of just seemed like everything was rushed, and just through, past experiences, listening to, different stories of upbringings of, things that have happened, like we talked about a little bit earlier, the Tuskegee incident and stuff like that, and just hesitation.
Okay, so let me break those down and talk to you about them. So the first one, let's talk about the rush. It did look like it was rushed, and it had a tragic label at first, Operation Warp Speed. However, the reason it seemed rushed is because, first off, the technology had been worked on for decades, even back from when there was SARS and before. But the thing that made it go really fast is because the research didn't have to wait for funding. Because this was a pandemic and people were dying all over the world, researchers were being able to get money quicker. So governments all over the world and foundations all over the world just opened up their purses and said, here, we're not going to have you wait 2-3 years to get funding. So that's what facilitated. And people who worked as competitors before were working together. So that's how it seemed rushed, but it really wasn't rushed, okay? And then you mentioned Tuskegee. And that was a tragic part in our history as far as research. And it was something that we all need to know about. But there are now very many checks and balances on researchers. Even if you're not doing direct research where you're testing a drug on people, if you're just doing even observational research on humans, you have to have some training and you have to have a certificate to show that you know how to do correct research and ethical research when you're working on humans. And hopefully that'll help some of the other people in the audience feel a little more comfortable about getting the COVID-19 vaccine. Because the most important thing is that we help young people and the rest of our population get vaccinated so that we can decrease the spread of COVID in our county.
Come out, find a vaccination clinic, go to Charles County's Department of Health website, They're listed on there. You can make an appointment. There's clinics happening all week long across the county. Do your part. Please get vaccinated.